Hello everyone, welcome to another episode of today's GK. Let's begin with previous day's practice question. Question was, which of the following has received the Best Tourism Village 2023 award? Kong Thong Village, Malnong Village, Smit Village or Kezakeno Village? The correct answer is option A, Kong Thong Village. On the occasion of World Tourism Day 2023, Kong Thong Village in the East Khasi Hills district achieved a remarkable milestone by winning the prestigious title of Best Tourism Village 2023 at the esteemed National Tourism Awards. These awards, presented annually by the Ministry of Tourism, recognize outstanding contributions in the field of tourism and cultural preservation. The National Tourism Awards serve as a tribute to various segments of the travel, tourism and hospitality industry, including state governments, for their outstanding performance in their respective fields. These awards aim to foster healthy competition and promote tourism across the country. Therefore, option A is the correct answer. Now, let's begin today's session. First question is, consider the following statements regarding cookies. 1. It is a virus that is downloaded from the internet. 2. It is a small file that contains user browsing data. Which of the statements given above is or are correct? 1 only, 2 only, both 1 and 2, or neither 1 nor 2? The correct answer is option B, 2 only. Recently, how India's Digital Personal Data Protection Act affects the use of cookies was in the news. Cookies are not viruses that can be downloaded from the internet. Hence, statement 1 is not correct. Cookies are small file that contains user browsing data. Hence, statement 2 is correct. The browser stores each message in a small file called a cookie. The term cookie is an allusion to a Unix program called Fortune cookie that produces a different message or fortune each time it runs. Cookies are also used for online shopping. These files typically contain information about your visit to the web page as well as any information you have volunteered, such as your name and interest. Therefore, option B is the correct answer. Next question is, in the context of which of the following NLC India Limited was mentioned in the news recently? New coal mining project, renewable energy initiatives, corporate social responsibility activities, or power purchase agreement with Gridco Limited? The correct answer is option D, power purchase agreement with Gridco Limited. Recently, NLC India Limited, operating under the Ministry of Coal, has entered into a power purchase agreement with Gridco Limited in Bhubaneswar. It is noteworthy that the agreement is for 800 megawatt capacity split into two stages, 400 megawatt in stage 1 and 400 megawatt in stage 2. It is to be noted that with this PPA, NLCIL has secured commitments for the entire 2400 megawatt capacity of Neyveli Talabira Supercritical Thermal Power Station Stage 1 in Odisha. It is to be remembered that NLCIL had previously signed PPAs with Tamil Nadu, Kerala and Pondicherry for power supplies of 1500 megawatt, 400 megawatt and 100 megawatt respectively from the Neyveli Talabira Supercritical Thermal Power Station Stage 1. Therefore, option D is the correct answer. Next question is, which of the following statements regarding the Sankalp Saptaha initiative is or are correct? 1. It is linked to the effective implementation of the aspirational block program. 2. The event will have participation of 1000 exclusively from block and panchayat level functionaries. 3. The themes for the week include Sampurn Swasthya, Swachhata and Shiksha. 4. It will be observed in 200 aspirational blocks across the country. Select the correct answer using the code given below. 1 only, 1 and 3 only, 1, 2 and 3 only, or 1, 3 and 4 only. The correct answer is option B, 1 and 3 only. The Sankalp Saptaha is related to the effective implementation of the Aspirational Blocks program, an initiative aimed at improving governance at the block level to enhance the quality of life of citizens. Hence, statement 1 is correct. The event will have participation from about 3000 panchayat and block level people's representatives and functionaries from across the country. The themes for the first 6 days include Sampurn Swasthya, Suposhit Parivar, Swachhata, Krishi, Shiksha and Samriddhi Divas. Hence, statement 3 is correct. Sankalp Saptaha will be observed in all of the 500 aspirational blocks across 329 districts in the country. Therefore, option B is the correct answer. Next question is, which one of the following best explains or describes the term Manet's Olympia? An art movement by Manet, Manet's pseudonym, a French opera inspired by Manet, or Manet's painting of a Victorine Murent? The correct answer is option D, Manet's painting of a Victorine Murent. Recently, Manet's Olympia is being exhibited in the United States for the first time as part of the Manet Degas exhibition at New York's Metropolitan Museum of Art. Edouard Manet was a French artist from the late 19th century, often hailed as the pioneer of modernism. This painting was first showcased at the Parisian Salon in 1865, where it was perceived as audacious. The piece faced a significant public backlash. However, a small group led by Zola defended its modernity. At a time when art mostly depicted mythological or historical figures and sceneries, Manet's Olympia was groundbreaking. This piece defied traditional norms of feminine portraiture and displayed characteristics influenced by Japanese prints. Therefore, option D is the correct answer. Next question is, consider the following statements regarding the rat lungworm. 1. It is exclusively found in the southeastern United States. 2. Its scientific name is Angiostrongylus cantonensis. 3. The parasitic worm can cause dangerous brain encephalitis in humans. 4. Its effects are noticed on human as well as on animals. Which of the following is or are correct? 2 and 4 only, 1 and 3 only, 2, 3 and 4 only, or 1, 2 and 4 only? The correct answer is option C, 2, 3 and 4 only. Recently, a study published in the journal Emerging Infectious Diseases raised a concern about microscopic rat lungworm that poses a threat to a large part of southeast US. The worm is found in Southeast Asia and the Pacific Islands. Microscopic rat lungworm is scientifically termed as Angiostrongylus cantonensis. The parasite can trigger dangerous brain encephalitis in both humans and their pets. The worm is spread through rat feces and can infect humans and other animals through produce or other food items. It can lead to fatal infections in pets, birds, and other wild animals. Therefore, option C is the correct answer. Next question is, consider the following statements regarding Delhi Darbar. 1. It was held to mark the succession of an emperor or empress of India. 2. In 1877, Delhi Darbar Queen Victoria assumed the new title of Kasiri Hind. 3. It was in the Delhi Darbar of 1911 that the partition of Bengal was cancelled. How many of the statements given above is or are correct? Only 1, only 2, all 3, or none? The correct answer is option C, all 3. Recently, an exhibition of DAG and a new book gave us a ringside view of the historic Delhi Darbars. The meaning of Delhi Darbar is Court of Delhi. It was a mass assembly at Coronation Park in Delhi, India, to mark the succession of an emperor or Empress of India, also known as the Imperial Darbar. Hence, statement 1 is correct. Delhi Darbar of 1877 was the formal proclamation of Queen Victoria as Kasiri Hind. Hence, statement 2 is correct. In the Delhi Darbar of 1911, the king declared that the capital of India would be transferred from Calcutta to Delhi. In the same Darbar, it was also declared the cancellation of the partition of Bengal. Hence, statement 3 is correct. Therefore, option C is the correct answer. Next question is, consider the following statements regarding Dr. S. Swaminathan. 1. He pioneered the Green Revolution in India. 2. He served as the Director General of the Indian Council of Agricultural Research. 3. He was the first recipient of the World Food Prize. How many of the statements given above is or are correct? Only 1, only 2, all 3, or none? The correct answer is option C, all 3. Recently, Dr. M.S. Swaminathan, the renowned agricultural scientist, passed away at his residence in Chennai on September 28 at the age of 98. He was fondly known as the father of India's Green Revolution and was an unwavering advocate for improving agricultural practices in India. Hence, statement 1 is correct. He served as the Director General of the Indian Council of Agricultural Research in 1972 and later led the International Rice Research Institute in the Philippines. Hence, statement 2 is correct. He was honored with the Padma Vibhushan, India's second highest civilian award. Furthermore, he was the first recipient of the World Food Prize highlighting his global impact on food security. Hence, statement 3 is correct. Therefore, option C is the correct answer. Next question is International Shipping Emissions Report is released by which of the following? UNCTAD, WWF, UNEP or IUCN? The correct answer is option A, UNCTAD. Recently, UNCTAD report on international shipping emissions highlighted that greenhouse gas emissions from international shipping increased by 20% in the last decade. The shipping sector accounts for approximately 3% of global greenhouse gas emissions. Over 80% of global trade volume is handled by the shipping industry. Conventional fuels such as heavy fuel oil and light fuel oil power 98.8% of the worldwide fleet. Just 1.2% of ships use alternative fuels, primarily liquefied natural gas. Therefore, option A is the correct answer. Next question is which of the following is not correct regarding Dr. Kadambini Ganguly? She was the first woman physician trained in India. She was a part of the first all-women delegation at the 1889 Indian National Congress. Her participation was limited to medical field, or she obtained 3 more doctoral certifications specializing in gynecology. The correct answer is option C. Her participation was limited to medical field. The death anniversary of Dr. Kadambini Ganguly was observed on 3rd October. She was the first woman physician trained in India. She was the inaugural woman admitted to Calcutta Medical College, graduating in 1886. Beyond medicine, she was an active participant in India's women's rights movement. She was a part of the first all-women delegation at the 1889 Indian National Congress. After her primary medical degree, she obtained 3 more doctoral certifications specializing in gynecology. In the 1890s, she founded her private clinic in India. The TV series Prathama Kadambini in 2020 revitalized her legacy for modern viewers. Therefore, option C is the correct answer. Last question is consider the following statements regarding Indo-Latin America relations. 1. India has traditionally maintained strong diplomatic ties with Latin American nations. 2. Economic cooperation between the countries has been limited due to geographical constraints. Which of the statements given above is or are correct? 1 only, 2 only, both 1 and 2, or neither 1 nor 2? The correct answer is option A, 1 only. In the recent years, India has indeed strengthened its diplomatic ties with Latin American countries. This includes increased high-level visits, trade agreements, and cultural exchanges. India has recognized the importance of diversifying its global partnerships, and Latin America has become a focus of such efforts. Hence, statement 1 is correct. While geographical distance can pose challenges, economic cooperation between India and Latin American countries has been growing. Trade between the two regions has been on the rise, and both sides have identified areas of mutual interest for collaboration such as agriculture, pharmaceuticals, and information technology. Hence, statement 2 is not correct. Therefore, option A is the correct answer. Now it's time for the practice question. Which movement led by Mahatma Gandhi was a response to the Jallianwala Bagh massacre? Quit India movement, non-cooperation movement, civil disobedience movement, or Khilafat movement? Send the answer of this question in the comment section. Stay tuned for the next episode. Thanks for watching.